Hello and welcome to Furryearsworld, where we are back in Stone Block 3 land. It's a land full of stone blocks. That's how you know where it is. I've been doing a little bit of work. I've made the tunnel longer here. I've dug a little bit of a side room here. I have also been doing a bit of grindy. We've got sand, gravel, dust in various proportions, and some clay. The clay, fun enough, comes from the dripper. Look, we've got drippers, 3 drippers dripping on. Currently dripping on clay, but if we smash the clay, bosh, put dirt down, bosh, we will get more clay. It's a thing that I have found is a thing that can be done. Now, we could get clay many ways. There seems to be many ways to skin this cat. This cat can be skinned in many ways. See? Clay. It's not normally that quick, but this time it was that quick. There are many ways to achieve whatever you want to achieve in the game. The path I'm taking seems to be fairly heavy on the create, although there are alternatives around it and stuff. I'm just going to leave that dripping with nothing underneath it because I'm just taking the clay. Because we're going to start doing a little bit of the old tinker dance. So we need some of that, we need some of that, and we need some of that. We don't need any of the dust. I don't know why I've got the dust. I thought I could make clay with the dust. That's, I think, why I went so heavy on the dust. Took a long time to go that heavy on the dust, not gonna lie. Did not appreciate that experience. And then we want the gravel, which should be like this. And there we go, 2 stacks of grout. Nice job. And a little bit clay left. That's good. The dust, probably, we're just gonna... We have processed some stuff out from the washing process, and we've used this thing a bit more. But it's currently not active. That's the way it is. That stuff does not break easy. I think that's a shovel job, which is why it's taking forever. Right, we need to cook the grout off, which we can do. Get the iron out and get the grout in. And on this one, we'll get the nothing out, get the grout in. That's the grout cooking off. Job done. Let's get this clay out of the way. I don't think the dripper's going to convert anything else. I don't think it will do that. So we'll just leave it as is dripping there. That's all good. We now need to think about the blocks that we need, which are at Tinkers, aren't they? Tinkers. Ooh, that's not how you spell Tinkers. That's just not how you spell Tinkers. We want a little bit of the seared melter and the seared heater. I think it's those two. The seared heater is just that, and the seared melter, where are you? Where have you gone? Jumping around. Seared tank is glass and that. Okay. Is that genuinely what it wants me to build? Is that genuinely what it wants me to build? Let's check the bookie book. It wants me to make a seared heater and a seared melter. Okay. It wants me to make a casting doohickey. Okay. Okay, that's what it wants me to do. That is what it wants me to do. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but that is what it wants me to do. And then we're into the smelter, which looks different than I'm used to, but that could be the texture pack being updated. It's conceivable. We had another noise from the streaming PC there, didn't we? We had some more bloop noises. Love the bloop noises. Right, how are you doing, carrots? 86. I've been picking my carrots too early. I'm one of those people that just can't stop. Won't stop. You can't make me stop. I won't stop. So we want the seared thingamajiggy, and then we want some glass, which I think we had some glass. We do have some glass. And then for the thingamajiggy that we want to make, the... Where have you gone? There you are. That thing. It's incredibly small volume. I'm not sure how I feel about that. But I'll cope. Alright, so that was just enough. Actually, it was 5 more than just enough. So we're having this fella down here. If I put that like... that. Will that eject out that way? What was in that book? What did the book say we needed to... We've made those two, so we'll claim those. I was after one of these books. This one says you make your casting table and you get a spoot on the thing, but the spoot goes, so the casting table will go that side. That's fine. Can we, do we need to make anything significant here? I think gold might be a good shout. Can we make some gold? I put the raw gold in there. Will that do something? Do I need to hopper it in there? I can put 3 gold in, but we need some heat source downstairs. We need to heat our downstairs a little bit. So we'll snafu half of that, put it back again. So we've got more in here than we're going to put in the heatery jobby thing. And then the heatery jobby thing can have that in it. Gold should melt relatively easily, I think. I think it will. I don't know definitively. We'll see. So we need a seared faucet, a seared casting table, and a cast. It will take a... Okay. So we want the seared faucet, which will be that. And that makes 3 of them. I'm getting a lot of sticks. I'm not entirely sure. We've got the... I'm a stick, you're a stick. We've got the stick of lies and the stick of truth. I don't know why we've got sticks like that. Oh. And we've got... I have no idea how I got here. I'm stumped too. There's a lot of banter going on with the sticks. There is, you know, a disgusting amount of banter happening around the sticks. I'm not happy about it. It's leaving me a little bit uncomfortable. The disgusting amount of banter that's happening around the sticks. Right, we're going to throw him down there. We're going to put this fella on the side like that. On the side like that. And theoretically, that will pour out and that will make a cast. Do we want to go ingot cast first? Can we do that? Okay, that makes an ingot cast. Nice. That gets us that quest completed. We want to make, if we can, we need some flint, which we should have in here, 27 of them, because washing stuff gets flint. I think it's washing the gravel gets flint. So I'm happy enough with that arrangement. We will make a pickaxe head. Bosh, got it. And we'll put the rest of the flint in there for now because things break. And the pickaxe head can go over here on there like that. Then we pour that. Nice. Pickaxe. We don't want a gold pickaxe. A gold pickaxe is lame. I've currently got a diamond hammer because I felt like we needed a diamond hammer. I don't know how anyone else feels about the diamond hammer, but I felt we needed a diamond hammer. So we used 3 gold. Okay, that was good. That was a bargain. It's 1 gold per, apparently. Pickaxe head gold cast. Is that right? I don't know. It looks right. Maybe it's right. I don't know. I don't know. It could be right. Let's just dump all of this stuff off for the time being. Puny smelting. Puny smelting tells me. Thrall Magoon. Introduction. Smelter, moving fluids, casting, tier 2, casting. What is casting? Sand casts. Oh, you can make casts out of sand. Interesting. Gold casts. Okay, that's what we've made. That's fine. That's what we're looking to knock out here, I think. So we can bang some iron in there once we've got that empty. We can pour that gold out. We can pour that gold out straight into there, and that should make me a gold ingot. Good. There's more gold in there. Why is there more gold in there? Tell me that was enough gold. It was. Good, 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 good. So that's the gold poured out. You can have that gold, because with pleasure. I need some iron. Should we use some of these iron nuggets that we've got thousands of? Might take a while to get where we need to go, but... Is that enough? No. Excellent. I'm guessing it's 2 then. Could be more than 2, but I'm guessing it's 2. Okay, cool. Good. So now we should be able to, if all's fair in love and war, I'm going to put them in there for now. We do need a tinker's chest. We do need a tinker's chest. If I go into this thing and I say pickaxe and pickaxe head, does it not do it? Does it need to repair first? Alright, let's try repairing it first. Take that out and see if we can actually get this thing to... There we go. There we go. So that will no longer repair with flint. That could be a problem. That could be something of a problem. We may have made a rod for our own back there, but I'm okay with that. The flint can go in there too. Good, 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 good. So this thing has made the pickaxe of dreams here. This is the pickaxe of dreams. God, it's slow, isn't it? See the speed that came up? Whoop, like that. So hopefully that will do a job of work for us. Growth mature. I'll take. Nice. That's working better now. That's working. I'm happier with the carrot production. Because breaking down all these rocks made me very tired. Very, very tired. Not ideal. Right. So the next step, having done that, and got me iron ore, I don't know how much iron ore, but iron ore, is to make the smeltery. Which kind of makes a mockery of this thing. Why would you need this thing if you're only going to build a smeltery next? I don't know. Does it require... Do the smeltery blocks require something fancy? A casting basin... Ah, yes, it does. We need to pour molten copper onto something. Seared stone bricks. Okay. We can do that. I think we can do that. I don't know how much molten copper we need to pour, and I don't know how much molten copper we got access to. We got 3 copper ingots. Do you reckon that'll be enough? Oh, we got loads of copper. Look at that. Loads of copper. I don't know. Does it say how much copper we need to do this? Smeltery controller. Press Alt. Alt click. Okay. Okay, so it's just pouring 4 ingots of copper onto that. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. Let's start as we mean to go on with complex things. Right, 1 of them and some copper. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is another bee around up there. Look, yeah. I don't think we're going to try for that one. I don't think we'll get to him in tide. In time, not in tide. We don't need that. We need the other thing, which can go on that side, I guess. I guess that's what that can do. So if we make the other thing, which is the basin, not the table. Words, just words. And we need another faucet, don't we? Did we get more faucets? We did get more faucets. Nice. And we need 1 more copper in there, don't we? In you go. And we're putting that in there. And we're gonna, once that copper's all melted, which it's gooing up nicely now, we're gonna pour that onto that, and that do magic for us. Or not. Well, that got me the controller, but it didn't use all the copper we wanted, which is awkward. I don't quite follow why it did that. But I'm going to allow it because I don't have a choice. Right, put the iron in there. Take that out of there. We've got plenty of those now. So what's the next block we need? Under Tinkers, it's the... We've got the controller. I think we better just check the book, see what it's asking for. It wants seared tanks, seared drains, and seared bricks. So it's seared tanks and seared drains. Generally, I think we're going in the right direction. The seared drain is over here. Is really? We don't have to pour this one? It was only the controller we had to pour. Wow, game. Just wow. Grab all the copper, I guess. And maybe pour the copper into ingots. Or we could just cook the copper off in there. I mean, it makes sense. We're not pillicking about too much then. Let's see if we can get that stuff out of here, because I don't want that in there. Yeah, I didn't think that'd be enough. The game's not generous like that, you know. It doesn't... Nice even numbers is not a thing that this game does ever. Which is fine. We can work around not nice even numbers. We're going to need a lot more glass, aren't we? We can do that. We've got 6 sand there. That will help. But we need to cook the copper off first. True story. We do need to do the copper dance. And we need to know where we're building this thing, because it's going to be a piece of equipment that we need. Because if we can get to the hammer, oh, big times, big times. That's a waste of resource, isn't it? Putting it in there, because we can do. Forget it. We're going to get more resources anyway. The smeltery does do ore doubling, I think. I think it does ore doubling. So we are basically wasting a lot of resources here. That's okay. I'm deeply laid back about that. We need to go for something like this. 1, 2, 3 of them. Why 3? I don't know, but 3 is what we've gone for. And then we want a seared fuel tank. Perfect. And then mostly we're just looking at seared bricks, I think. We will need more faucets. And we'll probably need more of that nonsense. And that nonsense. But then everything else should be brickable. It feels risky just doing that, but that's what we're going to do. That theoretically should be everything we need. Get the copper out. You're not cooking that off. You're going to keep that for now. Got a lot of garbage. Got a lot of garbage, but hopefully we can thin that down a bit shortly. So if we take this wall back a little bit more, does... No, it still doesn't. Okay, it doesn't. We're not going to be able to ulti-mine a normal stone. The game is just no. You can't do that. That is not on the cards for years. And I guess that's fair. If the game wants to make that assertion, we will allow the game to make that assertion. So, we're going to have this thing, and I think it's going to go into the wall backwards a bit. So, we're going to say in this corner, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We are going to need a lot more seared stones, aren't we? Can we put cobble in this fella? Will you take cobblestone? No. Instant no on that one. Just doesn't want to know. Which isn't great. Not gonna lie, that's feels like I've been disadvantaged a little bit there. Let's see if we can put this together. So we'll need the tank, and we'll need a base to stick things on, which will be these. Now, do we put the controller on the corner or do we put the tank on the corner? I like maybe have the controller on the corner. Like Gotta go this way with it, I think. Like that. What? What? What was that? Invalid block in the wall. What? What? That's in the wrong place anyway. There. What are you asking me to build here? I don't get what it's... Is it a specific size smeltery that it's asking me to build here? This is weird. This is weird. Weirdness is happening. Now it's saying that's invalid still. Invalid block inside the structure. What? Invalid block in the wall. Invalid block in the walls. What is it doing? Anyone know what this thing is doing? I don't get it. I am confused. It 1 2 wall. 1 2 wall. I get why it potentially did that, but let me have a look at the questing book, because there may be more rewards coming down the line, like this mighty smelting. We just got a bomb. We just got a bomb. I don't want to worry anyone, but I have a bad track record with things like that. Things that blow up, I have a bad track record with. Right. Mighty smelting. Let's see what this thing says. The smeltery. Tinker's anvil crafting. We need seared block, seared ladder, glass, drain, duct, chute. Okay, all good things. Yeah, that's kind of what I want to build. That's kind of what I want to build, but I don't understand why it's telling me I can't just build what I want to build. Hot tub. That's indecent. That picture is indecent. That's dirty picture. Okay. I mean, I know most of this, but I don't get why it's telling me invalid block in the wall. I'm gonna assume that it doesn't like me putting the controller in just yet, so I don't want all this nonsense in the wall here. That felt ridiculous. But the game's in charge. You know, the game is making the rules here. Where did those just go? Stone, it's there. Okay. Calm down, Furry. Calm down. You're getting flustered. You're getting flustered, son. So yeah, this is where stuff is gonna be. That's gonna come out. That's gonna come out. That's gonna come out. That's gonna come out. So we need what? A few more of these. If we can get a few more of these, we might not be able to, you know. Iron, no problem. But what we actually need might be a problem. And I've got so much just honk in my inventory. I hate it. Let's make a mess, apparently. Are we out of wood? No, we're not. Of course we're not. It's a silly idea. Out of wood. The premise of being out of wood. Ridiculousness. That needs to go somewhere. That can go on the floor temporarily. And we will temporarily build over here a chest. Just to sit there that we can put these things into, because I don't want to be running around with them inventory. We've got so much nonsense there. that we've just amassed a lot of nonsense. Too much nonsense, really. Realistically, that's a lot of nonsense. We need some clay, we need some sand, we need some gravel, and we need to make the grout. So it is clay, and then it's sand, and then it's the gravel, which is here. Boop, 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 boop. And that gets me a bit more grout. 48 grout. It's a good shout. Cook that grout off, take that iron out, cook the grout off, boop. And that should help me get the smeltery at least started, going in the right direction, as 'twere. Sand can go in there. Gravel, we got 2 gravel left, that can go in there. Iron goes in this box here. We've got over a stack of iron now. This is wizard. This is truly wizard. I'd like to get this smelter looking something half decent before we quit today, but I'm guessing that won't be an option, so we'll just crack on anyway. Just crack on as best we can. We've been flat out, like a lizard doing flat out things, all episode. I do wonder sometimes when I'm working out what I'm doing in the next episode, whether I have timed it correctly to have enough content for that episode. It feels like I do at the moment. Yeah, these need to cook off a lot quicker, because we need all of these. It's a shame we can't cook off cobble in here. That would be amazing if we could, but it's just a big no. It's weird. It'll melt metal, will not melt cobble, and you'd think cobble would be easier. A means to make lava could be useful, other than the fire stick thing, which is just a little bit of bizarrity. That's a real word. Bizarrity is a real word. Cool. Crops are going okay. I'm not going to say well. The farm needs to embiggen considerably, but we are making some progress in here. How are we doing here? 10. I'd like that to be 12. 12 would be a nice number. 12 would be a nice number. We could do a little something with 12. I feel a little something would be the order of the day. There we go. 12. It's a step in the right direction. Not like that, it's not. 3 seared bricks and a partridge in a pear tree. So that's the back done. What's going to happen along the front here is going to be our drains, which I think we've got 3 of. So we're going to have drain, drain, drain. Realistically, that shouldn't be a drain, but I'm okay with that. The tank goes probably there, so we can fill that separately. So we need 2 more. If we can get 2 more, that's 8, isn't it? That's 4. 4 is not 8. I worked that out myself, you know. I worked that out myself. So we just need 1 to go there, and then... No, we're going to have 1 there and the controller there, aren't we? Are these round the right way? I think they're round the right way. I think they will drain like they're supposed to. Do we have the faucets? We do. Will these take faucets? Yes. 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 Nice. And then we'll have that and that. There isn't really enough room here. I've got to be honest. It feels a little bit cramped. But it'll do for now. We can make it wider, I think, without upsetting the drippers. My problem here is the drippers, because they're the other side of this wall. But this wall isn't that thick. And we know we've done a dance with the walls before where things have gone wrong. But that looks like it works, so that will do. Right, should have that last one now. And then hopefully we can place this thing and it doesn't go cattywampus. Although my suspicion is it will try and go cattywampus. Big time. Big time cattywampus. Right, controller. Will you go in and will you work? Yes, it's gone in and it's worked. So now we don't really need to cook, because that will take cobblestone. And if we put lava in there with the dicking about stick, which is here, the fire plow. I hate this thing. We can throw lava in this thing like that, and that should start doing stuff. In the meantime, we can fire plow the wall a bit more. I would dearly love if this wasn't messing up my buckets, but it is. Fire plow broke. That's okay. I'm laid back about that. No? You don't want to do that? It doesn't want to do that. Alright, okay. I'm disappointed. I was hoping that that would melt that, but it doesn't. Which is bad, really. But we have got a smelter that it seems content to work with. Despite its misgivings about size and shapes and things, it is made. We have forged a smelter, and we've got a little tinker corner there. We haven't found much in the world. We've only found one loot bee. There must be more to find out there, and we have stalled a little bit on the create project, but we will get there. Do not worry. So I think end of episode time from Furryearsworld. Thank you for being here. It's been a bit of progress tonight. A bit of the progress. We are going to go with a cheery old ta-ta for now.